A cold case from Hot Springs has new life tonight. After 31 years, a witness comes forward with new information about the murder of a Garland County dispatcher, a woman who many believe was having an affair with a police officer. New tonight at 6, KARK4 Cecily Pond-Mayo has more on the story.
The year was 1976, just weeks after the rest of the country was celebrating the bicentennial. A Garland County dispatcher was making news in Hot Springs. Linda Edwards disappeared one night in August. Her remains were found 6 months later in neighboring Hot Spring County. Edwards was said to be having an affair with a Hot Springs police lieutenant and 5 months pregnant with his child. Her son Toby was 6 years old when this all took place. He remembers his mom talking to this man in a parking lot about possibly ending the pregnancy.
And I remember my mother saying, this baby has as much right to live as anybody else.
That officer was charged, but a judge ruled the evidence against him was hearsay or information that could not be verified. Charges were dropped. He is no longer with the force. And just last week, the Sentinel Record did a story about the case. This man, a former law enforcement officer who did not want to be identified, saw the article.
What I knew was not hearsay. And after a lot of praying and consideration and all, it just something in my mind said, you need to let somebody know about this.
This man recently signed an affidavit saying he had talked to Linda the night she disappeared and told him she was meeting with that original suspect.
I think it's very significant.
And how so?
Because it is an equivalent of an eyewitness who says he was there the night of the murder. He was told by the murder victim what she was going to do and with whom.
Those charges against the Hot Springs police lieutenant were dropped before the case ever got to a jury. And that's why the attorney for the Edwards family says he can be charged again.
I feel if a prosecutor is really wanting to solve a case or get the case over with, I feel like there's enough evidence to do that.
In Hot Springs, Cecily Pond-Mayo, KARK 4 News.